Okay, so we're going to be working on our laser cutting project for construction tech. You're going to want to go over to Corel Draw 2021 up on the desktop here. Once this opens up here, we are going to create a brand new drawing. So we're going to skip past these ads here. We don't need to buy a new one. And we're going to go to Get Started. Once on Get Started, you can simply press New Document here. And I'm going to title this here, so each student should title it with their first name, their last name, and then I'm going to put box. And then you shouldn't have to change your width and height. That should already be set for you, but just to make sure it's at 24 by 24. That's the exact same size as our build plate. And then click OK. Once on here, you can see this square here. Again, that's the same size as our grid that we're going to be cutting on the laser. Then I'm going to go to File. Actually, we'll start with the rectangle first here. So rectangle, this should be the same size as your box. So the same size as your box here. And my rectangle is 6, my box here is 6 by 10. And if you measured and did everything correctly, it should be 6 by 10. And then you can click on this arrow key up here to get back to the pick tool. Now I got my box here. So that's going to be my outline that I'm going to be cutting on cardboard first. And then I'm going to File and then Import, or Control I. So File, Import. And once you get to Import, you're going to want to look around here. But I imagine that I'm going to have a USB drive plugged in, and hopefully your file will be right here on the USB drive. But I'm looking for my laser drawing here. And you can see here, if I double click this here, and it's going to pop up as soon as I click, like so. Now I want to take this here. I'm going to select everything. You can also do Control A to select everything, Control A. And then I want to make sure it's in the center. So I'm going to align it and align it, like so. So that drawing is exactly centered on that rectangle. And then I can select this here. I'm going to move this around. You're going to want to move this around depending on how big your cardboard is. And I can look at my cardboard right now, and I'm going to be roughly about right here. Because I already have another drawing, for example here, I already have another drawing that's been cut out. So this has already been cut out right over here. So I want to cut this drawing right here. So I'm going to delete this one. It's already done that one, and I'm going to delete this. Now, I want to make sure my mountains are going to cut, because right now they're not going to cut. So I want to make sure I'm going to change this to a trace bitmap. I'm going to go to outline trace, and then I'm going to go detailed logo. Okay, this will give us my best drawing here. And you can see what this does here. Gives me a nice detailed logo. That looks great. And then I can click OK. Now I have an outline on here. One thing that's going to help us out, and I forgot to make this mistake here, but I'm going to delete that in the background because I don't want that drawing. And then I can select both objects again, and I want to center it and center it up, like so. And if you're working with a crew of people, you can get 2, 3, 4, depending on how big your piece of cardboard is, you can probably get 6 total drawings on here. And then I'm going to select it all here. Okay, now I'm going to want to make this hairline. Okay, under this little icon right here, we can change this to hairline. Hairline means it's going to cut all the way through. Then I'm going to go to File, and then I'm going to go down to Print. Once I'm at File, Print here, you're going to make sure I'm on the Epilogue Engraver printer, and then you're simply going to click Print. And this is where we're going to start off our next video. What you're going to see when I click Print here, it's going to pop up in our engraver, and it's going to show us our cardboard too, like so. Cool.